Hello, hello. This is my next project for the under fives. What this is basically I wanted a better spindle holder for spindles that don't have exactly a round center. Although generally I use eSUN and their spindles are ridiculously good, and you get, as of now, you get two nice nuts and bolts with every roll. Just a little bonus, but yeah, I'm surprised they're doing this. This looks expensive to me, but this is ridiculous quality. And while they may not do the best marketing, I think that they're trying to stand out and they're trying to show that they are quality. They just don't seem to do a good job at marketing themselves, in my opinion, because this stuff is ridiculous. And the Amazon reviews represent how good it is, but it just seems like to me that eSUN isn't really capitalizing on such an amazing product. Anyways, blah blah blah. So all this stuff is printed in regular garbage PLA. I plan on reprinting it with some eSUN, which I do with most of my parts. Once I get out of the design process, I use my good filament. Before that, I use a lot of filament that gets sent to me for free. I'm still waiting for somebody to send me something better than eSUN, although eSUN has not sent me one little bit of filament, even though I've tried to get them to send me some. So maybe they will in the future, but as it stands right now, this is what I want to use. I did buy another brand, I'm not going to talk about them right now, to try, and if it's better than eSUN, then yeah, eSUN's out the door. But right now, enough about eSUN. So basically there's three bearings in this. So when I first started designing it, I had it all done and I had it with 2 bearings, and I was like, it's actually counterintuitive. What I wanted was 3 bearings. What you want to do is double up on this bearing so you can hold this one in place and hold all this together. And then very simply you just put your roll on here and it'll find itself where it wants to sit. And well, it's not really a job to be doing with 2 hands here. So I would normally be putting this on in the front. And also this cover gets glued on here once you get your bearing in. I haven't done that. But you see, and then you have this. And it's hard, a little bit harder to do with one hand. Because it is a speed nut, I can't actually do it with one hand. And you see, it just wants to stay right where it wants. Now, obviously it spins really good. So those first 2 nuts that hold on the first part, how tight you tighten them nuts will have a lot to do with how easily and fast this spins. I thought about putting just something to drag on it, so you could have an adjustable thing that would drag, but I've tested it and it really hasn't unspooled. Like, in other words, the momentum or the inertia of it moving forward hasn't continued it moving forward. But like I said, you can slow down some of the freeness of this roll with tightening them nuts. So I think it's self-explanatory. I think by the pictures, everybody's going to be able to do this. And I will update these pictures once I get all this printed out of eSUN, and you'll see the difference. I believe this is Hatchbox Blue. I mean, they got a great reputation, but they are not the best filament. So, all right, everybody, enjoy, and I will move on to my next creation.